Episode 60, is that right? Yo, how is it going, everybody? Um, Episode 60. I remember, wow, that was low-key a throwback quote to like episode 3. Go back and watch those first 3 if you haven't already. I remember I used to talk about how much better the cinematography was in those than in the recent ones, but it wasn't that much better. I just had more interesting things to shoot. So right now, I am about to start working. It is, oh, I forgot the time. It's 11:44 a.m. Uh, Wednesday. I forgot to record a clip, but I'm not waiting until Friday this time. This is what my workspace looks like. We got my half-made bed. We got a bunch of stuff over there. I'll get to that in a minute. Hey, we got animal crackers up there, dog. Um, we got sketchbook 1, 2, 3. There's a fourth one somewhere. Well, there's those 2 little ones that I haven't used. There's 4. You can see it. Some notes, some old, what is that, college or financial aid, some kind of loan papers, a list of things I need to do. This episode's gonna be packed. Alright, I gotta get to it. So, I downloaded this app called Forest, and it's basically a time management app. And what it is like, it makes a game out of time management. So, you will, the goal is to stay productive, but pretty much what you do is when you want to stay focused on something, you can plant a tree, right? So it lets you plant a seed that will grow into a tree over the allotted amount of time that you want to stay focused for. And you can set it for up to 2 hours at a time. So if you leave that screen, it will kill the tree. Your tree is dead. So the goal is to grow a bunch of trees, I guess. Even though, well, the in-game goal, I guess. And as you grow trees, you get points, and you can unlock like different kinds of trees for more points or coins or whatever the currency is in game. And you can pay like $2, I think, to get the premium version. The premium version sounds really good because there's a bunch of other options, and the premium version lets you like plant actual trees, like in, I don't know, some countries. I don't know where. But it lets you, like, as you plant trees in the game, you can plant up to like 5 trees in real life, which is cool. So it's actually saving the planet while making you productive, which is cool. What else? You can see I've got other books. I don't know if you saw that. I got Tools of Titans, Berserk, and How to Draw, and Beginner's Guide to Digital Painting and Photoshop Characters. Because I haven't read them yet. I got so much reading to do, man. I got so much reading to do, and I just haven't got around to it yet. Because, why don't I? I usually end up playing games on my phone during my reading time. I gotta stop that because I got way too much reading to do. But speaking of the Forest app, why I brought that up is because I've been getting focused recently. So I got this file in Photoshop. Here's my logo file, by the way. I got this file called Portraits, and this is where I paint all my portraits. My portrait practices, because I'm working on portraits. If I haven't told you this already, because I need to get better at faces, and I'm getting better. There's improvement. For example, this is something that I did over a year ago. Another example. Oh, I don't even want to show that one. That one was terrible. Where's something I painted? Painted. There was one of Julio Jones. It's somewhere here. I'm bad at this. There it is. This is something I painted, and it's not terrible, but you can tell, like, there's not much 3D form here. It doesn't look like it's 3D. And this is the stuff I'm doing now. Obviously, you've seen this before. I've showed you all this before. But then we've got this one. This was just a warm-up. I was trying to do color. I picked some wrong colors in the beginning. I still gotta learn a lot about color, so we'll get to that. And this was more recently. This is obviously much better. Let me try to get less reflection in here so you can actually see it. This is obviously much better than what I just showed you. And this was another warm-up. I didn't post this. Warm-up the next day. This is still definitely better. Like, there's form here. You can tell I'm seeing form. And this was the next day. This was 2 days ago on the 10th. When was this that I did this? This was Monday. Okay, so I'm getting work in from earlier in the week. That's good. That's good. And this was something else I painted Monday. Then when I was doing this, I realized I had no idea how to do the eyes. So, what did I do? I went and did a page full of eyes. Like, now I'm going to zoom in. It's going to be weird because Scrubby Zoom has failed me. But, like, I just did a bunch of eyes. And that's pretty much it. Just a file, or what's it called? A layer full of eyes. And I'm learning some things. Like, you see how I did this, how it's set up, like, the form of the face. Like, I'm trying to look at things in a more 3D way. And I should have finished this page, but I stopped. I guess I intended to post this and I didn't. Whatever, though. So that was all that I did Monday. Then yesterday, Tuesday, this was my warm-up. Sorry it's so dark, you're getting my reflection. But this is what my warm-up was, and it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad either. And then I did this one. This one came next. Yesterday was very productive. I did this one, which I really liked, because this is the one, I don't know what, maybe it was something about the eyes that reminded me of an artist that I found that I liked a while ago. I don't know what artist it was, but it reminds me of, like, this very, like, traditional painterly, like, it's very demonic without the pupils in there. And then that's when I started to get in my groove, because I did this one, and I really like this style of, like, the shadows are very flat. I posted these all. Dang it, now I gotta put them on screen. Whatever, I'm only putting these two on screen. But I like this style of, like, flat shadows. The shadows are very flat, but it still conveys the form. Right? Like, there's not much dynamic shading in here. Like, it's very much, like, light. Like, a very distinct differentiation between light and dark. I like that. And there's, like, some few mid-tones in here somewhere, but it's mainly light and dark. And then there's another one I did yesterday. Then I did another one. And then this one actually looks a lot like the reference. I was proud of that one. And then this one I kind of gave up on because I was getting tired. So I decided to start selling some things because I have a bunch of old toys, like old, like really old stuff that I found. It was just sitting in my closet. Oh, my closet's even more of a mess, by the way. Like a bunch of old stuff that I found. Like, I got this when I went to Otakon 2016. It just came free with the ticket. Selling that for like a few dollars. Old DS games like SpongeBob Truth or Square. Like, I'm trying to find a way. The thing is, like, a bunch of like Otakon, old Nerf gun, obviously, old like Bakugan cards. I got like 80 of these, a few little ones. All of these. And this is a thing. I used to use marker on a lot of things, which probably obviously takes down the value of them now, especially since I think they redid the entire game. Also, old Game Boy collection. I got all my OG Pokemon games in here. I got some actual, like, games, like board games up there. I could sell some of those. I got a folder of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. I don't know if I put this in an episode before. I think I traded them with some dude that lived in my neighborhood. And I could definitely sell those for a bunch. Or a few. But right now what I'm working on, I'm trying to figure out how to sell them. Yep, that's what I meant to say. I'm trying to figure out how to ship them. Because the Nerf gun can sell for $20. Thing is, the box I used to ship it in costs $20. So I'm trying to find a way easier. I'm trying to figure out how to ship them for less. And what else? There's something else. But that's it, because this clip has to end now. Because I'm at a... Yo, this clock will not stop. Okay, it stopped. I don't know if you noticed, but this series is not very fun. It's not entertaining. It's nothing. Hold up, I could probably get some nice bounce light with this door. I don't know if that made it better. It feels like it did, though. This series is not entertaining. It's probably pretty boring. That's probably why nobody watches it, to be honest. My max views is like 4, and that's on the pinned video on my channel. It's the first episode. But this isn't like some cinematic universe. Like, this is no Netflix original movie. This is just a documentary. This is me drawing and painting every day until whatever the outcome of all this is. is that? But that's it. This is me. It's not supposed to be fun. Cause, well, for you it's not. For me it's fun. I like this. I kind of like this. But for you it's not really supposed to be that entertaining. And honestly, like, that's why my ideal for this series is like a really short, like 5 minutes per episode, not even that edited. Just quick, to the point, just showing what I'm doing, what I've got done. Like, it's not really for anyone. I don't know who the target audience for this is. Like, I don't know who wants to watch an average artist paint things and practice, but maybe eventually you will. I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now. And eventually when I make a compilation of all these to show how I got to where I eventually get to, whether that be the top of the art industry or a food line, I'm going to watch through all these videos, and then hopefully someone else will too at some point, and see that this is how I did it. And since I'm trying to not waste time, I'm just going to end this clip now and go back to work, or get to work. I haven't really started yet. I really like what I did yesterday. And if I do that, even if I do that, like, I've done more yesterday than I have, why are there so many cars out here, than I've done in like weeks recently. Like a few weeks ago, like, there's some weeks where I draw 2 things and they don't look good at all. And yesterday I did some portrait copies that are actually decent. Like, they're not bad for black and white, for someone who doesn't know how to paint color. Like, that's not bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JVMVRVR. That's the @ everywhere. And I don't know. Peace. Whoa. Are those all my social media accounts? And you're telling me there's links in the description where you can follow me for more? What are you still doing up here? Go down there. Click them.